But with that, we'll approve the agenda, but the minutes do not have to be approved, I understand? Or
the closed session minutes from last Tuesday have not been approved, and then yesterday's special session minutes.
Special, okay. With that, does everyone understand what we have to do?
I haven't read the special session one, so, but I will approve the minutes from yesterday's meeting that we had with the DD. Yeah, we do.
Yeah, with Worth, we had
That's Worth County.
A joint drainage district issue with Worth County. We were in a conference call with us, so those minutes have to be approved.
And I'll make a motion to approve the minutes or the agenda for this morning too.
Okay.
I'll second.
It's been motion and second for the said minutes and the agenda. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Old business, I have none.
I have none.
No. Okay. Moving along, you'll have to quit your bantering over there. No. Oh, is that Tom? Okay. But anyway, you're on.
He's still confused.
Okay, well with that, let's
pretty strict this morning.
Yes.
I still don't know what you had minutes for.
Well, we will tell you.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, Mary, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. B30 was closed yesterday, and I think it's going all right. Contractor moved in and started sawing, and a little bit of complaint on dust on Yarrow, and we're taking care of that because their traffic has increased there.
That's not an area you need to worry about. That almost.
That's a very important road, Yarrow.
It's not that important.
Never mind.
You won't have it closed for over a couple months, will you?
55 working days.
All right.
I'll define a working day as a day in which the contractor works.
Okay.
It does not include weekends and rain days.
We have hopes to have it open by Thanksgiving, right?
It better be before then, or I don't know. Yeah. Okay, and then we closed the grouse B20, S28 to do those patching locations. There's just about 3 of them. They're larger patches, so it'll be a couple days to pour all the concrete back into place. So that should be opened up here fairly quickly.
Friday, Thursday, or Friday?
Yeah, good, but I hope it's not Friday. Hopefully Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, they got good weather. We held off last week because the rain was supposed to come, and probably could have gotten it done, but then we had that rain coming. You just never know. And then there was some issues down on 160th and Eagle, Bob, earlier this season.
Yep.
And Ronnie went in and repaired that, and we kept track of the damages. The time we spent out there trying to just to keep the road passable, and then the rock and hauling just to get it back to the condition it was in prior to the damage, and it was $8,800 worth of the damage for labor and equipment and material. About $3,200 of that was rock, and then the rest was equipment labor.
That was Eagle and what was the?
Eagle on 160th.
Okay, that's right.
I showed everything else in there.
Got the confinement road.
Yep.
Yeah, and then I think it's Christensen Farms.
Yeah, I think it is.
Is the hog farm. I did talk to Ronnie about that a little bit.
Yeah, they got several down.
They had called, or they hire out the manure hauling, and they were spreading it on Joe Nelson's property. And then as the road proceeded to get further damage, they didn't quit, and they kept hauling. So
Did you
I can draft a letter to Christensen Farms that this isn't acceptable and it's costly if that's what you want.
Yep.
Okay.
Send us a copy of it before it sends.
All right. And then your petition, we received a petition to request that Heather Avenue south of B43 be put into from a B to a C, and we're looking at that petition now. And next week I'll probably have it on the agenda to set a public hearing.
Okay.
Because we'll have a public hearing. but, I passed it along to Conservation, and Fred is gonna talk to his board tonight too, because they do butt up to that southern
Yep.
portion
Yep.
of that road, so that'll be on next week's agenda.
Okay.
All right. That's all I have.
Okay. Jurisdiction of road right-of-way, specifically on Eisenhower, about 300 yards north of the West Mercy interest. That's not ours.
The city.
Is it
That's-
south of,
Okay.
yeah, I did
That's-
say
Yeah,
that's
that's what I
South
thought.
City.
Yeah.
And I had a call last night, and there's an exposed drainage issue, and they even knew what kind of fiber wire was. They even knew the company or the, so what do I notify the city? Just or?
There's tile damage from
Yeah,
a
and-
utility, is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, and it's exposed. There's, you know.
What's
which is,
exposed?
all
The tile or?
Well, both, the tile and the fiber optics. And it's about 300 miles north, 300, yeah. It's,
We don't have to
it's
worry
out of
about
the
it.
county.
Just north of Brainerd.
Hey,
Perfect.
when you go fishing, can you look into that?
I'll check it when I go fishing.
Okay, all right.
North
But-
of the north entrance?
Yes, yeah, 300 yards, and it's on the west ditch. There we go. But a gentleman brought that to my attention.
I'll probably just email Mark Ram and ask
Okay.
that he pass it along
Certainly.
to Bill or whoever takes care of that.
Yeah. I'm sure the fiber optic people like to know. They usually take care of it.
All right?
Thank you, appreciate that.
Yep.
Do you have any other questions, concerns, or comments? Okay, no? All good? All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, with that, we're going to be moving along to our county auditor's line items. The first one is claims.
Got the claims here for your consideration this morning.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, if you find everything in order, I'd make a motion to approve.
Okay.
Authorize your signature where appropriate.
Second.
Motion and second in favor of authorizing the chairman's signature on the claims presented this morning. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Payroll.
I have a payroll form for a new employee in the engineers department for a part-time survey crew at $9.50 an hour. Trey Hessness.
Mr. Chairman, I make a resolution propose
Okay.
approving resolution 2011-48.
Ready?
And I'll second, resolution 2011-48.
Okay. It's been motion and second in favor of accepting the payroll resolution number 48. All in favor?
Aye.
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 The other payroll item I have is a
Okay.
payroll warrant report for the period ending May 7th.
All right.
This time I'll make a motion to okay the May 7th report.
All right.
Second.
All right, motion and second in favor to accept the payroll warrant report as of May 7th. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, any other payroll items? Okay, that moves us along to drainage.
I have several drainage items.
Okay.
Drainage District 7, Fred Lunt has reported a broken 12-inch tile.
Okay.
Drainage District 31, Don Bonner has reported a tile blowout and he has staked it. Also in Drainage District 31, Vernon Schmalley has reported culvert draining surface water to the main open ditch. And he noted its location. And that's Drainage District 31. Drainage District 67, Larry Kulke has reported a tile blowout and he has flagged it, its location.
Okay, this time I'll make a motion to have the 4 different ones, the Lunt, Bonner, Smalley, and Kalki. Ones have Larry Kerman investigate and do what's appropriate.
Okay.
Second.
All right, so motion and second to have the drainage issues in Drainage District 731 and two in Drainage District 31 and 1 in Drainage District 67. So all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, thank you. Any other line items before we move on to the precinct atlas?
No.
Okay. And Ken, I see you're here. We're having these memorandums of understanding with the various counties. You want 2 seconds to speak, or longer than that, or?
Happy to speak
Okay.
as briefly as you wish.
Okay.
There are 6 memorandums on the agenda. 4 of those counties have approved the memorandum of understanding, and frankly, it's been difficult just kind of juggling where everybody's at. So I inadvertently have 2 on there. Lee is going to address it today, decide on it today. The auditor expects that it will be passed, and Harrison on Thursday, same thing. So it's up to you if you want to deal with those today, or if you would prefer to hold off and table those 2.
No, I have no problem with that,
Yeah,
as long as you've been in communication with them. I'd move to approve items A through F, memorandums of understanding.
Second?
All right, it's been motioned and second in favor of to authorize the chair's signature on the memorandum of understandings with Boone, Greene, Harrison, Jasper, Lee, and Marshall counties. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, with
Thank
that, yep, thank you. Zoning administrator, now you get your moment, Tom.
This is the last dock permit that we have.
Oh,
Yeah. What a letdown.
yeah.
This is dock 56P, the Elm Street dock in Oakwood Park. We have 3 assignees with 2 hoists, 4 assignees with 1 hoist each. 10 are permitted at this location. The assignees have acknowledged receipt of the dock policy. Their boat registrations and the certificates of liability insurance have been received, and the appropriate fee has been paid. My recommendation would be approval for the permit for dock 56P.
At this time, we'll make a motion to approve the permit for dock 56P.
Second. Okay, so motion and second in favor of accepting dock permit 56P. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye. Okay, we have letter D, an energy efficiency and conservation block grant.
As you know, the county was a recipient of $191,600 in funds from the Department of Energy as part of the stimulus money. And one of the impetuses for even applying for the money was the need to replace a boiler at the arena, at the ice arena out at the fairgrounds. We requested funds from the Department of Energy. Part of the project was to have energy audits conducted of both the arena and the courthouse. We've identified roughly $151,000 worth of projects out of the ice arena to be undertaken. The architect, Wagner and Weininger Architects, and Twin Rivers Engineering, who's the mechanical engineer, have identified projects that, regardless of whether or not the arena is continued to use for hockey, could be made and need to be made. Many of the mechanical systems are at the end of their useful life and need to be updated anyway. We have put the architect and the engineer have put together the documents for bidding. Those should be finalized this week, and in fact met with Ed Weininger about that yesterday. I also met with the Fair Board last Wednesday night, discussed the improvements with them. They were pleased to be kept in the loop about what's going on there. What we're requesting today is an authorization to go ahead and put out the advertisement for bids and the public hearing notice for the bids. The hearing will be on the 14th of June on the plans and specs. And then also asking you under Iowa Code Section 26.11 to delegate the authority to receive and open the bids and announce the results to me. We will open the bids when they are due on the 9th at 2 p.m. and review the results, announce the bids. The architect will review those bid documents, and then following the hearing on the 14th, we'll make a recommendation regarding the award of the contract.
So you're getting the bids as of the 9th?
Bids are due the 9th.
Oh, okay.
Yes. at 2 p.m.
Well, any questions on this for Tom? We have a 2-point motion here, or we can move on the first one, and also to delegate his authority to.
I'll make a motion to authorize to do the bids on the North Iowa Fair Arena.
Okay. Second. All right, it's been authorized, okay, let's start over. It's been motioned and second to authorize a bid to the North Iowa Fair Board for the HVAC improvements out there. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, and then with number 2, we also have to put in the public hearing and the bid, or will that?
Not necessarily, you're just
Okay.
delegating the authority to receive and open
Okay.
bids and announce the results, and you're delegating that authority to me to do that. And then those results will be reported to you on June 14th.
Okay,
Make that motion.
all right.
Second.
All right, it's been motioned and second to delegate the authority to receive and open the bids and the announced results to the building coordinator pursuant of Iowa Code Section 26.11. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you. Got through that one.
We're fortunate we've had that opportunity to access that money. I mean, that's not something that I think every local government has the opportunity to do, and so.
It was an automatic allocation, it was made by Department of Energy to, I think, a certain number of the largest counties in the state. So,
Okay.
And it's gonna be real beneficial to the fairgrounds.
Absolutely.
For the use of that building.
And since hockey is still, on everybody's plate, that's good.
Well, with that, we have to be moving down to letter F, 945 public hearing to consider a zone change for LAS. So you must have the groundwork on that, Tom?
I do. This is a proposed rezoning from A1 to A2, on 3.04 acres in the southeast quarter of the southwest quarter of Section 5 of Lime Creek Township. This parcel is undeveloped, but is part of the Grove and Yard on roughly 8-acre building site. This is up on 330th Street, County Road B15. The proposed parcel already has its own driveway. In fact, I think there was a mobile home or some other structure there at one time, but it has been removed. There's another driveway into the other buildings that lie east of this site. There's field access west of the proposed parcel, and there's surrounding farmland, one near the half-section line at Nettle Avenue. And then also the surrounding farmland can be accessed through the existing building site. The surrounding farmland will remain with the building site that's already there. Since there were no access issues, the land is not in agricultural production. The request generally conforms to the comprehensive plan. On May 5th, Planning and Zoning Commission recommended approval of the rezoning.
Okay. Well, is that a round barn?
That is a round barn, one of the few remaining round barns in the county.
Okay.
And that will remain with the farmland.
I noticed, I know where the place is because of the round barn.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be another house built in this?
Bill, there's a house on the land that will go with the farmland, yes. And that will go with the surrounding 36.94 acres. The new house will be built on 3.04 acre parcel.
Where the square is?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, with that, we'll open the public portion of the hearing, accepting any comment from the public. Not hearing too much.
Like I said, they're probably all visiting news.
Motion to close the public portion of our hearing.
Second.
Okay, it's motion and second to close the public portion of this hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, with that, resolution to approve or deny the change of zone for LAS.
I'll make a motion to do resolution 2011 number 48 for a change of zone from A1 to A2 for the last,
All right, I think it's 2011, 49.
or excuse me, 49.
Okay.
I wrote it down 49.
I'll second.
Okay. It's been motioned and second in favor of accepting said zone change for the last family, and we're going to use resolution number 49. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye?
Aye. Okay. Thank you. We'll be moving back up to letter E. Under our personnel directors, we have some documents to sign and some agreements, I understand.
Now, we have a number of items related to our benefits renewals for July 1. The first item is in regards to our deferred compensation program through Nationwide, which is a NACO recognized provider for deferred compensation that's available to our employees under a 457 plan. They have updated their documents related to changes that have been made by Congress. We simply need to acknowledge those changes and authorize the chair to sign the signature page for Nationwide, and then we'll send that back to them.
Motion to approve the changes and authorize the chair's signature. All right.
For all of them?
No, just
This is the first one?
First one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we'll try.
I'll second said motion.
Okay, it's been motioned and second in favor of authorizing chair to sign the plan sponsor signature page for the deferred compensation program. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Brings us to number 2, authorize the chair to sign a Wellmark customized option service form. Okay.
I'm going to discuss items 2 through 5
Okay.
altogether. These
Alrighty.
are traditionally documents that the board has to approve related to our fully insured health insurance program through Wellmark. Item 2, the customized options, relates to the fact that EOBs are sent directly from Wellmark to Group Services, who handles the partially self-funded portion of the health insurance. Item 3 is renewal group binder, which again is another document that is part of the renewal. Just has a number of check marks on it, is related to our health insurance program. Item 4 deals with Medicare compliance, and that also requires the board's signature. And then the final item is the premium form, approving the premiums for the renewal with Wellmark.
Okay. Well, with that,
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve items 2 through 5.
Okay.
Any further comment?
No, I don't have any comments outside of the fact that we're proving it awful fast compared to all the time we spent looking at these things
Yes.
all winter long.
yes.
I'll second said motion.
Okay. It's been motioned and second in favor of authorizing the chair to sign the customized option service form, renewal group binder agreement, the Wellmark's confirmation of addendum form, and the fully insured alternate premium form. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Thank you. Aye. There, I gotta get mine in there too. Well, with that, the last family, I understand?
Yep.
Now, we already approved your.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was at 9:45, and with that.
I tried to get here as
Yeah.
fast as I could, but that's,
Do you have any comments or questions?
no, I
or-
just
okay.
was here in case you had questions or
Okay,
anything,
it's
so.
been approved and all the documents came with it, and we understand. Oh, you bet, thank you.
Great.
for-
Once it's recorded, then we'll get you a copy of the
Okay,
resolution,
very good.
and then you can proceed with making an application for construction of the house out there. I don't know if you're gonna start that this year or
Yeah.
not. Okay.
We did have a little comment on the round barn. We thought that was very unique and interesting.
Thank you,
Okay.
thank you.
And Sandy got into the barn and got the hay fever, I think. Probably that's stronger. Okay.
All right,
Well,
thank you.
Oh, you bet, yeah. Well, thank you, okay. We're moving along to letter G, the manure management plan. We have two, I understand.
Okay.
And as normal, I looked them over and they're fine and they're just updates, and at this time I'll make a motion to accept the reports and send copies to the DNR.
Okay.
Second.
Okay, it's been motion and second to approve the two manure management plans presented this morning. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I got a comment on Sunray Port. That's quite a, to give a hog confinement a fancy name like that, Sunray. Okay, do we have any agreements and contracts?
I've none.
Okay, appointments. I think we're caught up on some of those.
Yep.
Correspondence and communication, I have.
I've none.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, comments before we adjourn? No? Okay, well, I'll call for adjournment, the motion of it.
Second, a motion made.
Okay.
Second.
With motion and second in favor of adjournment, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, thank you.